Okay, so this is my app. Mine is a movies app. Um, so the project idea is to create an app for movie lovers, like people who go to movies often. And what it does is show like what movies is playing, what movies upcoming, and also like places where movie theaters are, etc. Also, there would be a profile of it, and here's the class diagram. So you see, I made a tabs view controller. You'll see later on. I'll show that. But basically, I made multiple. Well, a tab view controller, which it's connected to multiple view controllers. So we have the profile view controller, which has the genre they like, the image, their profile name, etc. And then for the pop view controller, that would be the what's popular showing out right now. So it has the view table. It's basically a view table which which has a cell in it with like uh, like information about the movie that's out right now. And then same thing with the upcoming view controller. It has a view table, but this instead of what's popular showing right now, it's what's gonna show later or what's gonna show in the movies theaters later on. And we have the map view controller, which just shows like the address, three addresses and places where a movie would be, what a theater would be. So here's my MVC. So it's pretty explainable, simplistic. It's just the views is where all the actions are happening. Controller is retrieving data from the API and stuff like that. Then there's updating, the view updates the controller, and also the model updates the controller depending on what data is changed, such as like the map view or API and um, genres that you like. Okay, so here's my demo, but I wanted to show you my tabs part first. So for my main storyboard, uh, if it hold on, it's loading. Just waiting for it to load. Okay, so over here for my main storyboard, it's connected to the tab view controller with multiple tabs for like multiple view controllers. Like if you hit these buttons, it'd go to the different view controllers. Okay, so on to the demo. I already have it preloaded. So over here is the popular. Right now, it's a static image. I'll go into that later. But right now, we're showing the title, the rating, which is for Venom 6.5, and the release date of it. And then for the upcoming, the same thing, static image, um, the title, rating, release date, pretty self-explanatory. And then we have the map going on here. So what this does is we can type in a city, like let's say San Francisco. Search it, and that'll show San Francisco area, the city right here. And then you can click here for theaters. It'll show up the multiple theaters around, and these are just an address of a couple of them, like three of them. You can also switch it to satellite mode, and it will just switching standard to satellite. And here, the profile. Profile, we can edit the name, add a name, Bob, Let's find pictures from photo library. Hold on, waiting for the camera to work. Sorry about my phone going off. So then camera roll. Say just choose this photo. And that will change the profile picture. Also, there's an add button for genres liked, so I can add a genre like comedy, and then it'll be added. I can also delete stuff. So this would be my core data that I'm using right now. And I'll go into some issue. Well, it has the map and the user location, or it can search for locations, and for it has core data which is the genre of the users, what the user likes and stuff. It can also make an API call from the movie database, which the API call is sent to like the table view. So, or it's loaded up into the table view cell. So all the movies or list of movies and stuff is shown there. Some limitations or some things that I wanted to work with from the but didn't have enough time or didn't have a full understanding of was one was Cocoa Touch. Like I tried doing it once or installing it and doing it that way, but it messed up the whole program, so I had to restart it. And I, the problem why I would want Cocoa Touch would be putting in the images and of the posters. For example, over here, this would be the Venom poster. This would be Fantastic Beasts poster, but I didn't have enough time, or like I didn't understand Cocoa Touch as well. We kind of just briefly went over it, and then or we didn't even have like yeah, we just briefly went over it. Core data besides the genres table cell, because in class we only learned about core data in for the table view cell, but I wanted to do it outside the table view cell, such as the name or the picture. So I wanted to store them as core data, but I didn't know how to. I tried researching online how to do that. However, I couldn't get it to work, and I don't know. I should have, yeah. It took me a while just trying to do that, but it was way too time consuming at that point. And then for the API call limitation, so I had to pivot my original idea where I would have, instead of upcoming, it would be like genres of movies that you like that are upcoming. But however, since there was a limitation in the API where there wasn't really much of a genre section or a way to search for the genre section, I wasn't allowed to do that or was able to do that. So yeah. And then what I learned is basically how for throughout this whole um, class, I think it was very not interesting, and also like I could learn like very like things I could use outside of the class, like outside real world iOS developing situations. One would be like API calls for iOS. I didn't know how to do that, but I didn't think it was that simple. The MVC principle and also location through map was a very big important thing since I was doing like some startup thing which had to do with maps as well. And this really helped me out seeing like how to use a map LLC location and other stuff. And then also doing the table view cells. Also like limitations on API calls as well. But yeah. Future improvements, what I want to do is like maybe do like a Firebase thing for a login, hopefully, if I could get that to work. And also learn more about the core data outside of the table view cell, like saving things the like I said on the profile, like the name or picture, and ask upcoming list genre. Maybe figure out a way how to put like genres that you liked inside this list, or like sort it out, and then also using Cocoa Touch to get the posters. Yeah, that was basically my presentation for, and this is my project for this iOS. Thank you.